Welcome back. In our closing argument set for tomorrow in Drew Peterson's hearsay hearing, the judge's decision could have a major impact on Peterson's murder trial, and he is, of course, charged with killing his third wife, Kathleen Savio. To talk more about the hearing and the potential impact of this case, we are joined now by our legal expert, attorney Thomas Glasgow. Good to see you, sir, once again. Now, this put the prosecution in a kind of a difficult position. They're basically giving away a lot of the case, right?
Well, that was part of the pretrial hearing, what they wanted to do and what they were commanded to do by the statute. They had to show by preponderance of the evidence that Drew Peterson made one or both of these witnesses unavailable. It puts the judge in the position of having to find that a murder was committed by a preponderance of the evidence, or 51%, which is a lesser standard than beyond a reasonable doubt in a criminal trial. The judge is going to seal his findings so that it does not affect the jury pool or taint the jury pool by him making this ruling to allow the hearsay in or not in. So therefore, what's going to happen is the ruling is going to come out. The attorneys for the prosecution and the attorneys for the defense are going to know what the ruling is, and then they'll probably proceed to trial under that at some other time.
Wow. So how can you just reform your case based on what, it seems like everything's out there now?
Well, it does make it difficult for the prosecution to decide how to lay their case out. They don't have a very strong case to begin with because there's not a whole lot of physical evidence. Remember, Kathleen Savio is the one that he is accused of killing. She was the one who originally had her death ruled as an accident. There is no physical evidence. No forensics was collected. There's no DNA. There's no fingerprints. No one saw anyone go in or out of the house. There's no evidence of a break-in. So now you have to utilize circumstantial evidence to build your case that a murder was committed, and you have to do that by the evidence, the physical evidence that is left there. Plus, you have to end up utilizing any extra statements that the judge allows in the hearsay case.
So why is the judge going to release his decision or not give it out to media, not give it out to reporters? Tell me what the importance of that.
Well, it's part of the problem is, especially in a high-profile case, is that we have a judge who's making a ruling, specifically making a legal finding that witnesses were made unavailable. In essence, just saying this person, Drew Peterson, killed or made none available either Stacy Peterson or Kathleen Savio. Therefore, which is a requirement under the statute. So therefore, these statements would come in after I make that finding. Well, if I were to allow that evidence out or that ruling out and did not put it under seal, you've got everyone out there in the jury pool who would then hear the judge has already found that he's either killed Kathleen Savio or Stacy Peterson, therefore I should go ahead and convict him. They would confuse it. They wouldn't understand the legal ramification. Exactly. And we don't live in a vacuum.
Right. This is so true, because there's no way he'd be able to get a fair jury.
With the internet and news coverage, there's no way that any juror would not know what happened.
All right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome,
I understand it now. I appreciate it. As always, we'll be right back.